A few hours ago, I stood at this very spot and the scene looked completely different. I was surrounded by a blanket of snow. But the sun came out and look what happened. The scene has drastically changed. That snow melted away. But there's a point to be made. There is something that applies scripturally in a very profound way. Job talked about the coming of snow and its departing through the process of melting, and he compared it to kindness, which I find to be powerful considering that's been the focus of our morning messages. He says, "He who withholds kindness from a friend forsakes the fear of the Almighty. My brothers are treacherous as a torrent bed, as torrential streams that pass away, which are dark with ice, and where the snow hides itself when they melt. They disappear. When it is hot, they vanish from their place." See, what has transpired in this context is Job's going through some of the worst trials imaginable. His friends Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar have heard of his plight. They've all left their homes and they've come to join Job. And in fact, it's said that from a distance they saw Job, couldn't recognize him, and they wailed bitterly, and they sat with him for 7 days in silence. They got off to a good start. Job broke that silence when he began to really question God, and he questioned the day of his birth. He's going through incredible anguish, and his friends responded by pretty well saying, Job, the punishment fits the crime. No one has ever experienced this kind of punishment from God for doing something good. You must have done something incredibly horrible. Just repent and God will restore your fortune. That sums up their explanations. And so they obviously don't know what's going on. I want to encourage you to read Job chapter 1. They don't know the rest of the story. They don't know the full picture. They don't know the fear of the Almighty. And that's exactly what Job is saying. You have come here like snow to be here with me, but the moment you heard something you didn't want to hear, you brought heat and your kindness melted away. Let's use this example and let's strive to be a friend that is not like snow that comes and goes through the process of melting. Let's fear the Lord and never let kindness melt away, and always be kind.